Hello and welcome to another episode of the HellFire Club podcast. This is episode 10. I'm Majid,
I'm Arturo.
and this week we saw Re-Animator, right?
Oh, yeah. We watched Re-Animator. I'd never seen this movie before. It's my first time watching
First time going in.
Yeah, and I didn't know much about it other than dude was a scientist type dude, the only thing I had, like, my only preconceived notions, I guess, would be like, that he was like a scientist and that he
Like some crazy
yeah,
scientist.
there was some crazy experiments,
Yeah.
mad scientist type shit.
Okay.
So and it pretty much like lives up to that though.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, he's not a scientist because they're like doctors.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but the whole like madman type
yeah.
thing.
But what's weird is like Dr. West, right? Is the
Herbert West.
is the one that comes up with the Re-Animator agent. That green goo.
Fluid stuff, yeah.
But he's kind of like the good guy.
Yeah. At first, I didn't know where it was going with it, and I was kind of like, I thought he was gonna be the villain of the movie, the bad dude, but he ends up not being, which was kind of took like a little turn for me.
Because in the beginning, he's kind of like
the opening scene. You see him.
He's a weird, eccentric kind of dude.
Yeah. Because off top, he does like an experiment on some dude.
That was his old professor.
Older professor, yeah, because they had said something. What was it, Sweden, Switzerland, something like that?
Yeah,
I think it was Sweden.
Sweden, yeah.
I want to say it was Sweden. One of those.
Like.
Yeah, because later on in the movie, they're like, well, when he was applying for the room to rent.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you leave? And he's like, oh, it's just because I had nothing else to learn over there. Like, he left out the part
where he straight killed his professor.
Yeah.
I mean, he was so like. I mean, he straight. Did you have a feeling he killed the cat?
Yeah, right away.
Like, yeah, I was like, dude.
I was like, he totally did.
You don't find the cat dead already?
Dead in the fridge. Yeah, and then he lies. He's always like lying a little bit.
Yeah.
Because remember he explains that story when he tried to say that the other dude was, I don't really know the names, but that he kind of like lunged, like attacked him pretty much.
The dean.
Yeah. He said
when they were in the little morgue kind of.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Because he like
He's like, oh yeah, he attacked us and I think he killed the corpse with that tool when it was really Dr. West did it.
Yeah, he made up this whole shit. I don't know, something about that dude was kind of cool though, that he's like just I don't know how to explain, like kind of like experiment to learn to just
he
trying to
wasn't
perfect the like he's like a totally into his study.
Yeah, it's not like he was like a bad kind of guy. He was just way
obsessed.
too interested in like his agent, the Re-Animator.
Because he wasn't like a
classic bad guy,
psychopath. He's not like he was getting off to killing. He was just driven by the
science.
Yeah, driven by the science and taking notes and because even when they destroy everything, he's like, oh, my notes, like all my work. Like that to him was the most important thing. It wasn't to kill people or anything like that.
Yeah,
he's actually reviving them in a way.
And then the real villain was Dr. Hill.
Yeah, I guess like who was his professor at one point, right? That guy was a creep. Turns out to be a total creep later on in the movie.
Yeah, he was straight weird.
Yeah, because I didn't get that from him in the beginning. I was kind of like
he's like a regular doctor.
Yeah, regular doctor, regular professor.
But then you're like, oh, this dude is.
Yeah, well, first he starts trying to kind of hit on that chick because her dad was pretty much dead. And he's like, oh, you're going to be all alone and this and that.
Yeah.
Right away. Then that's when he started getting a little creepy vibe from him.
Yeah.
What's that girl's name?
I forgot her.
I'll look it up.
So it was Dr. Hill was.
Yes. Oh. Megan. Yeah, her name was Megan. And then there's Dan, which is like her boyfriend. And then Hill,
which was the professor.
Right, and then Herbert West was like
the student doctor, I guess.
Yeah, like a student doctor.
Who was the dean?
Dean Halsey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Megan's father.
Right.
So how'd you? Okay, I mean we straight skipped everything. We just went like right into it.
That was just initial reaction,
Yeah.
initial thoughts.
So how'd you feel about it?
I thought it was cool. Like, it was alright. Like, it was.
I told you it was a little berserk.
Yeah, it was.
It gets a little crazy.
Yeah, there's some parts where I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like when who was it? Well, Herbert was fighting one of the Re-Animated, I guess.
It's like zombie.
Yeah, and he. Oh yeah, it was the body, not the head, but just the body. Oh. And he like OD'd him. Yeah. And then like his fucking
intestines came to life.
Yeah, like he kind of like blew up, but his intestines came to life and was like wrapping like around him, wrapping his body up and like pulling him. Yeah. That's when I was like, dude, this shit is berserk.
Yeah, that was the end where it was just.
Yeah, it's all just chaos. It's all pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it was like it's a horror comedy.
Yeah. So that's why
it's not trying to be like super real.
Yeah, so that's why I went in there just been, all right, this is gonna be like one of those sci-fi horror comedies. Shit's gonna get a little crazy.
Yeah, that's why I tried to tell you like before it gets berserk. You know, so like you're not trying to go in there thinking like it's all like Halloween, real life kind of stuff.
Something practical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you gotta just take it for what it's worth or for what it is, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for its genre, it was cool, I guess. Yeah.
You know what was ridiculous? When the head was trying to eat out Megan.
Oh yeah.
So
I was like, yeah, that's another thing. I was like, damn, these people are fucking crazy.
That fool was just straight raping her, like.
Pretty much, like he. But it was just crazy because it was like his head was on one place, but then like his body was still doing like the touching. And
yeah.
Stuff. It was crazy. And then he puts a fake head on.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, to get into the morgue, like to pass the security guard.
Yeah, it's
which is like the worst security guard.
Yeah,
ever in life. Dude was just straight like reading porn. Always taking off. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he was. I didn't see him reading porn though.
Yeah, he had like a porn magazine.
I didn't see that. But yeah, and then I kind of thought it was I like that the other dude was kind of helping him. Like he kind of convinced him to like help him out. I think because that other guy was like another student doctor too, right? What was his name? Dan. Dan. Yeah, so Megan's boyfriend or whatever, which is actually like his roommate.
Yeah,
pretty much.
And he like kind of conned him into doing the roommate because
he kind of blackmailed him.
Yeah, bro, I'll tell the dean that you're with his daughter.
Yeah. So then he kind of didn't have much of a choice. But I think he was interested though. It seemed like he was kind of interested in what he was doing. Like he was impressed, like and fascinated by this bringing.
Yeah, like he was kind of weird because he was kind of like I think he knew like what they were doing was kind of wrong, but he was still
intrigued.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because like when the dean got straight smushed and killed by the Hulk,
the Hulk
zombie.
Dude? Yeah.
And then Herbert West was like, hey, this is the freshest body. And then Dan was like, all on the floor, kind of crying, like, no, we can't do this. And then he was like, no, it's because we couldn't control him because he was like dead for a while. Yeah. This new guy we can control. And he was like, you know what? All right.
Which was the dean, right?
Yeah. And then that's when like the dean became a straight zombie.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna ask you. Are they zombies pretty much?
Well, I mean, they're dead and then they come back to life.
Yeah, and
so technically I think they're zombies, right?
Because they acted like zombies when they were all like attacking, when they came to save the chick. And what's the other professor or whatever, when he kind of released all like summoned all these Dr. Hill.
Where he was like, yeah, fool, you came here with a plan, I came here with another plan.
Yeah, and he unleashed them. Then they were all like zombied out. Yeah. That's why. Before that though, I didn't really think zombie until that, and I was like, oh shit, no, these are totally zombies.
Yeah, I mean they weren't like classic zombies where they're trying to eat you, I guess, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because like
they weren't really trying to bite like the
neck. Yeah, because like the
anything.
dean, like when he came back to life, he wasn't trying to eat anybody. He kind of went into the corner and was like, crazy.
Yeah.
So they weren't like classic zombies, like
like
they bite you and they turn you.
Yeah, it wasn't like the stereotypical zombie. It was more like like the experiment just came back from the dead.
Yeah.
Type zombie.
Kind of like not like 28 days later, because they still, like, if they, I guess, get blood in you, right?
Yeah, they could turn you.
This is more like, I mean, but it's like in the same, like, it's like an infection, I guess.
And it's different because it's you're like, well, I guess it's like 20 days later, I guess. But in there, it seemed like in those movies, like they spread it because they bite each other, and it's not really, you're not really too sure where it started from.
Yeah.
But in this, it's totally like man-made. Like,
yeah, like they have to start it pretty much.
Yeah, they pretty much, if you're dead, they're gonna inject you. I don't think if you die, like if you get bit by one of these things and you die,
you come back.
I don't think so. No, it's not like they're infected with something. It's like they're dead and he injects them and brings them back to life.
It's just like,
it's not a disease or anything. So that makes a difference. That makes it different. I mean, but that shit was crazy, dude. I was just thinking.
Yeah, like it's straight off top. Like you know what kind of you're getting into.
Yeah, because
with the old professor's death.
Yeah, the Swiss. I guess I looked at it. They were
in Switzerland.
Yeah. So. Yeah, he gets up and like his eyeballs kind of like explode and all this shit, and he looks all crazy. I'm like, what the hell is this? And they don't explain anything right there in that scene, you know.
No, yeah, it's like they just throw you into it.
Yeah, they throw you in, and but he does say something though, which made me think, when they were gonna inject him, they're like, you killed him. He's like, no, I was giving him life or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And they cut out to the credits or whatever. So then that's kind of like a little bit of a foreshadow, I guess, to let you know what he's doing. But so this is what, 1985, because some of it was kind of like the effects. Especially what I noticed too is when Dr. Hill's the head, you notice that they have to work around it to, like, they always have him on a table or something.
Table, or like he's like kind of like on the body.
So his headless body's carrying him, but like around his stomach.
Yeah.
Which you can tell.
Like his head is just like, right through it.
In his real life, yeah, because you could even, on the close-ups, you could see the clothes around it, and you could tell like it was kind of wrinkled, like his head was. You know?
Like his shoulders were kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, there's no CGI back then.
Yeah.
It was all like practical.
Yeah. So he had to get in. They would always set him down on this little tray, but so you could tell that he had to like.
Yeah, like the tray probably had like a hole in it.
Yeah, and he had to sit down in real life. So.
Yeah, and also like the tray would have like a bunch of blood.
Yeah.
So you couldn't
I thought the blood looked good though.
Yeah.
I was impressed by the blood. Like after, I guess, because we just fresh off
Dawn of the Dead.
Fresh off watching Dawn of the Dead, this blood was a lot more convincing. I mean, mind you, it was a little bit later, but still, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think this movie was low budget too.
Yeah, I could imagine. I mean, I'll look it up, but
yeah, because I think like the director, he wanted to do like a series.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wanted the whole H.P. Lovecraft Re-Animator book to be a series. He didn't want it like just one movie. But I guess he got like funding to do like one movie.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing 900,000, which is pretty low. Not even $1 million.
Yeah, and I think they used like a bunch of like Terminator extras. Like, cause they shot, I think that movie in the same studio as like Terminator was getting shot at.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's, I think, how Arnold, like, I think the
oh yeah, you had a story about that.
Yeah, the Hulk zombie. I think that was Arnold's,
like a stunt dummy or something.
Yeah, his stunt double.
Oh, okay.
In Terminator.
Really?
Yeah, I think he just liked like horror movies. And he's like, yeah, dude, like I think he wanted to be like part of it.
I'm seeing here that there's I guess there was sequels. There was Beyond Re-Animator. Well, that was in 2003. Damn. It has the same dude too, who played the same Herbert West character. And then there is Bride of Re-Animator. Did you know this or no?
I think I heard of Bride of Re-Animator, but
Bride of Re-Animator was 1990, so that had been right after. Which it has. Oh shit! It has everybody. It has. Well, I mean, it has Dan. And it has Herbert. So those two.
Well, because
so
was
like a direct sequel then.
Because Megan he shoots her up, right? At the end.
Yeah, that's kind of how it ends. Because she died.
Yeah.
But he's about to inject her. And then, or does he? Nah, I think he's about to inject her, and then it kind of just ends like that.
Yeah.
Which I kind of thought too. I was like, when she was dying, or he was trying to revive her, and pretty much said like, no, like it's not working. I was like, oh, this was gonna pull out the juice. And yeah, sure enough.
Did you think that she was gonna die?
No, I didn't think she was gonna die.
Like when they're like in the elevator, you're like, oh, it's gonna be kind of like a happy ending.
Yeah, I thought she would live. So, I thought it was kind of cool that she died, because they kind of left you with that little cliffhanger ending when he was about to inject her. I was kind of curious to see what was gonna happen, because I was thinking, like, is there gonna be a different result this time? Because if you bring her back, she's just gonna be like a zombie.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, what's his name? Dr. Hill. He kind of figured it out, right? With like he did like the lobotomy.
Yeah, he did some tweaks to it, right? Because he himself, well,
he wasn't like
he
all
wasn't
stupid and
no, because he could actually talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though he talked kind of slow or whatever, but he could talk and.
But like all the other ones were like all tortured or something.
Yeah, the other guys were kind of not as smart, I guess, but he was able to so act and think and make decisions and.
But I mean, because when he did when he did the experiment on the dean, when you remember he was talking to Megan and he was like, oh yeah, we'll do like the lobotomy on your father. And then when he did that, like he could kind of tell him what to do, like he was in control of him.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so he kind of figured a way with it, but I don't know what they were gonna do with Megan though.
Yeah. But that first dude was just straight berserk. That dude, no stopping him.
The whole guy?
The whole.
Yeah.
Straight
whooping their asses and shit, just throwing them all over the place.
Straight broke down the door and like was stomping on the dean.
Yeah, that was crazy. You know what? I don't know why I thought that the opening scene. I thought was like I thought that was like a scene, and then when we see Dr. Herbert West again, and I thought it kind of went back in time and it was going to lead up to that scene. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because they kind of didn't explain anything. They just threw that scene and they just started the movie.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that was after. I thought that was...
when I first watched it, I thought like, oh, like I thought, oh, snap, like, did I skip into like the middle of the movie or something? So that's like what I thought at first.
Like, did I get a bad stream or something?
Yeah.
No, so I was waiting the whole time, like, okay, when is this part gonna happen? Like, the part from the beginning. And I remember him starting to do the experiments, and I was like, okay, he's gonna be in the morgue. When they're looking for a body, I thought it was gonna be that professor dude from the opening scene. And then later I was like, oh wait, no. So I guess that just means that that was another time, and he got kicked out of that school or whatever. Yeah. Yeah,
because he had like the Re-Animator agent already, pretty much. I mean, because that's what he like gave. Because you never see him make it, right?
Yeah, he already had
like,
it.
He already like injects the cat, and the cat just goes berserk.
That was funny how the cat was attacking him.
Yeah, and it was like straight. So it's straight cheesy. But
yeah,
like it's like a puppet.
Yeah, and then they're both in there with like fucking bats and
just trying to kill it.
Yeah, that's pretty much when he convinces Dan. What
like
he's doing.
Yeah, because like Dan was like, no, like he was probably
like he was drugged.
He was trying to like explain it away. He was like, oh no, you just
like
lowered his body temperature and you like reduce his heartbeat. And he was like, no, like, all right, do you agree like the cat's dead right now? And he was like, yeah. And then he injected him, and then he kind of came back to life, but all like
yeah, because at that point he's already fucked up.
Yeah, he was like straight dismembered, so he couldn't like really move. He was all disabled.
That shit was funny though. It was cheesy. You see the cat. He's all moving.
And then like it was, like the cat was like on the back.
Yeah,
it was straight dumb.
And then finally he launches him because he wakes up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, like with the cat screams.
Because he hears the noises. He's like, "What the hell?" Dan does.
Yeah.
And he goes to Herbert's room, but he's not there. And then he goes down to the basement and he eats shit going down there, and that's when all this shit's going down. But yeah, no, it it was funny. Like, it had some funny moments in it too.
Yeah, and then straight doctor's just trying to take that dude's credit.
Oh, that's
he's trying to take Wes's. Dr. Hill was trying to take Herbert West's credit for the coming up with the agent, and then what did he said? It's like, dude, who's gonna believe a head?
That's
like,
right.
Get a job at a sideshow.
yeah. That's like stuff like that was funny. But it's true.
Yeah, like dude, you're a straight head. Like,
yeah.
Why are you trying to be all famous about this?
Yeah.
So yeah. So I kind of tried to get like a kind of. I told you to watch this one because it's pretty much kind of opposite of, like, I guess, Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, they're both, I guess, zombie movies, you could say, but a completely different perspective or background. Or
yeah, and this was like, this one didn't. They knew it was kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
So they just like went with it. They didn't really.
It has a 94 on Rotten Tomatoes, though. I'm surprised. So that was like, dang, but it has. I mean, people like it.
Yeah, it has like its like cult following.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Because I had heard about this before. I think I heard it referenced in other movies too, and then obviously from you and then just going to different like conventions and stuff. You always see it. Like, you'll see the T-shirts or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, I gotta watch this one because I've heard about it.
Yeah, and like I mean, you can tell like if somebody doesn't watch it, right? Because they'll think like, oh, it's like you think like Wes would be like the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because
and he kind of was like the first half of the movie. Well, they kind of make him like mysterious, like when he's first moving in, he's all sketch weird, and then
with the cat, he's kind of is a bad guy. It's like, dude, you just killed this guy's cat.
You're like, this guy's gonna fucking. I thought he was gonna kill Dan and Megan, but he ends up trying to save him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought he was gonna be a bad guy. Did you notice this? That the music's the same music from Psycho.
Yeah.
Did you notice that? Right away on the opening credits, I was like, wait.
I think they got kind of in trouble with it too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the same exact thing, and it plays throughout the movie.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, this is Psycho's music. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think the composer was like, oh yeah, we're trying to pay homage to Psycho, but it's kind of like, hey, dude, this is kind of like exactly the same.
Yeah, it was like the same. I guess just a little different, but you totally knew it was Psycho.
Like,
I was kind of thinking, like, that's funny. Like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. They did that on purpose. They just, used the Psycho music, I guess. I thought that was funny. Because they used it in the opening credits, and I think I remember hearing it throughout the movie. And then maybe at the end, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was gonna see if you knew about that. I didn't know they got in trouble for it though. Yeah,
they got kind of.
Did they have to like settle or something?
I don't know. I think it was like the actual composer that got kind of busted with it.
Cause he just redid it? Cause they didn't like straight take the music, right?
No, but it was just
they just composed it.
Yeah, it was just like really close.
Yeah. What else? So, what would you score it then? And we'll score it for like its genre, and for its not for like a masterpiece, like work. Masterwork.
Yeah, I mean, this one's kind of hard because I like with this, I kind of put it in like its own genre in horror comedy, right? Because like it wasn't too out of control, like Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Like that one is totally out of control. I mean, not as in Berserk, but as in.
I haven't seen it.
That one is just like totally like, it's just trying to be like funny, I guess.
Like just over the top.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's clowns fall from outer space.
Yeah, just with the title alone. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. You better go in there expecting.
Yeah, you're not. Don't expect straight Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
So. But this one, I kind of put it in the middle of like something that horror comedy, because that was more, I think, comedy compared to horror, and this one is
a little bit more on the horror side.
Yeah.
Like, what would you compare this to, like, as far as the, like, if you could put it in a category with another movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, and I don't think I have to come back to that.
Yeah, like I'm trying, like, I want to say Sleepaway Camp, but Sleepaway Camp was like a horror movie. But I mean, the comedy came in because like the acting was horrible. Like it was like the comedy came in, you know, I don't think intentionally in Sleepaway Camp. And this one, they tried to put like comedy aspects in it, but they didn't go way too comedy.
Yeah. Would you say something? Maybe something kind of like Fright Night.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know, Fright Night has a little bit of comedies, but it's, for the most part, it's like a horror movie.
Yeah.
But that one's just more like a fun, like, teen movie, though.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. But, I mean, as far as the comedy to horror kind of ratio, I guess, I kind of think it's something like Fright Night.
Yeah, because I just don't feel like this one's more, like, really teen.
No, this one wasn't.
This is, like, I think more like adult.
Yeah, like early 20s maybe.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, I think. Or, like, no, like, probably, like, mid-20s, right? Because they're not like college, like they're already
they're like grad students.
Yeah, so they'd probably be like, I don't know, and they look like late 20s or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
So yeah, I guess Fright Night, just not the teen aspect, right?
Yeah, take that out, and it's kind of like you could put those in the same kind of
group.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
So
1 to 100.
So in that case, yeah, then I'll probably go like 90.
90? Damn, so you like this one?
Yeah, I really
well, yeah, so this was your pick of the week, so it's a cool 90. I'd give it like a 65.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
65. But I could understand people give like
liking it.
Yeah, because it comes down to preference too. And I like these, but it's not like
you go out looking for like so much comedy.
So much of my preference, you know. Because there's going to be stuff that I'm going to be like, oh, this is, you know, I really like this. And you'll probably be like, yeah, it was cool. You know, it just comes down to preference, you know. But yeah, like a good 65 to 70, somewhere right there.
Yeah, because...
and because also, too, just everything... I kind of like the ones that you could tell they have to work around, like, with the budgets and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are the ones that are more impressive, I guess. Well, not, you know, I'm just kind of like... They did good for what they had, you know?
Yeah.
And it's different. It's you know, especially coming out in the 80s when everything's like, what's like slasher and stuff like that. They kind of came out with this crazy type of movie.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like a lot different than like what was going out in the 80s. At the time.
Yeah.
That's why I think maybe I like it a lot too. Same like why I like Friday Night too.
It's probably like a breath of fresh air and stuff, right?
But yeah, I mean, I could see where... Because it's comedy, but it doesn't have like, I wouldn't say like overdone comedy. Like where, like, you know, like Tucker and Dale.
Yeah,
that was just totally comedy.
That's
movie.
Comedy, like just like a horror,
like with
undertone,
horror little sprinkles in it.
Yeah, like the horror aspect of it, like.
And this one was more horror with like
a little bit
comedy sprinkles.
Yeah. And some sci-fi, I guess, kind of. Sci-fi slash zombie.
Yeah, because, I mean...
Sci-fi is like with the crazy fucking...
medical.
And how they look all crazy and shit afterwards after they get injected, I guess.
Straight OD the corpse and...
he injected him with 2, remember?
Yeah. It's like, I got an idea. Let's OD him.
Yeah. And then he pretty much exploded. His intestines came out and just started...
Straight coming to life.
Yeah, started grabbing him, and I was like, dude, this shit's crazy. So that chick died from that zombie in the elevator, then, right? From,
yeah.
Like,
I guess choking her. Yeah.
And then that dude has. I thought it was funny too. Like, he totally leaves her there and runs and go gets an axe and comes back and then comes back inside the elevator and then like chops it off. You know, that was funny. That's another thing too. Like, it doesn't take itself too serious, so it can do shit like that.
Yeah.
You know. Like, if you started off as a serious movie, then you can't do it like that. Cause you won't get away with that. Yeah. So
people will be like, dude, like this is dumb.
Yeah, and I like how that opening scene did set the tone, set the precedent, I guess, for the rest of the movie. That it's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Cause that dude, he looked all crazy, like the opening scene, the eyes and shit.
Yeah, cause I mean, I think like some of these movies, going in, you kind of need to know what you're going into. Like, what was it? Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, see, that's why I hated that movie. Cause back then.
Yeah, because you went in thinking it's gonna be a legit like horror movie, right?
Yeah, legit horror like cabin movie. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
yeah, but
like, I didn't come here for this.
Yeah, But
then now I could look back and appreciate it, because now you'll catch a lot of the references and stuff.
Yeah.
But back then I was like, man, what is this turned into like a comedy? Like, I wanted to see a horror movie.
Yeah, like the straight original, like not original, but like the classic kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
With the kids going into like the woods.
Mm-hmm.
And something going down.
Evil Dead type of.
Yeah.
Type of situation. That's another one that I want to watch again too. We'll probably do one of those. I just want to compare it to the remake, because I like both of them a lot. That's one of the ones that I feel like the remake actually.
Oh, Evil Dead?
Yeah. Because it's not really like a remake, would you say, you know?
Yeah. Have you seen like the Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness?
No, I haven't.
That's when they go.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah,
they understand.
Okay,
what's
Evil
going
Dead's
on.
another one that's like more horror. The original one, the first one, with a little bit of comedy.
Yeah, so that would be like a.
It'd be on the same category.
Yeah, Re-Animator.
Yeah, that was. I feel it's closer to Re-Animator than Fright Night.
Yeah, because Fright Night I feel is super teen movie. Yeah,
fun. Yeah, but Evil Dead was like, it was horror, but then there was some funny parts. I remember him like slapping that. I guess they're zombies too, right? Well,
no,
not zombies, but they're just dead, and because they don't act like zombies.
Yeah, they're like
just Evil Dead,
souls,
I guess.
but
they're like possessed. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, I remember when I started seeing Bruce Campbell just start slapping him, and then the shit that he says. But then in the second one,
they go like they understand like, okay, this.
Is that when he says like swallow this, right? That's the second one, right? With the shotgun and
second one, yeah.
And they go berserk, and then they go crazy in Army of Darkness, right?
Yeah, because that's when like they go medieval times.
Yeah, they go all medieval. What the hell? All right, cool.
Yeah, and that's when he's all like, "This is my boomstick" and all that.
Is that when does he get the crazy like chainsaw fucking
Evil Dead 2?
The second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I know the first one they made. The second one they kind of just was similar to the first one, right? As far as they go back to the same cabin, right?
Yeah.
But they just have more money this time.
Yeah, and it goes like, but it's just like Bruce Campbell in the cabin, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Well, he goes with the chick though, right? Or am I tripping? Just him and a girl, I think.
No, it's just him.
Is it?
Pretty much, yeah.
He just goes back to fight him or what?
Yeah, I mean there's like little ashes that come out.
Oh yeah, because I've seen like
little bits and pieces.
Yeah, and then I've seen a lot of those like Watch Mojos, like top 10s, and you know how they always show clips from other movies. Yeah, I've seen that one.
The little ashes like attack them and like straight tie them down to the floor.
Yeah, so that one for sure is more comedy than horror.
Because I think like they realized after Evil Dead 1 that it was more funny than people go in because they were laughing at it, not at the movie but like in the movie,
Some of those jump scares were pretty good though in Evil Dead in the first one. I mean, I got a couple times.
Yeah.
And those chicks look legit, like the little the after the Possessed or whatever. Yeah. And then the remake.
That's why I was so scared about the remake. Because when I thought, I was like, bro, they can't do it like they can't do Bruce Campbell
like a new Ash and shit.
Yeah, I was like, that's why I was like, bro, I hope they don't like literally try to do a remake where this chick is trying to be Ash. Because that's like Bruce Campbell pretty much.
Or like her brother is gonna be Ash. Or anything like that. Yeah, that's why sometimes we fuck it up. Like, I know we always go back to this, but Halloween's remake, dude. When they did the new Laurie Strode and the new, what's his name? Loomis? I was like, oh, jeez, dude. Even Myers, but just like the main character, like Laurie Strode, I was like, this chick is annoying. So it didn't work at all for me.
I mean, and that's like a character that it's not like Ash is super character, you know?
Yeah, you can't just plug in whatever actor.
Yeah, and tell them, oh yeah,
just act like Ash is.
Yeah. I mean, because like Laurie Strode, I think. I mean, she's not like super.
Yeah, and like, I get what you're saying.
I'm not gonna say iconic because she's iconic, but she doesn't have like that. She's not not a cartoon like Ash is.
Yeah, Ash is like real specific, real. Like can't be duplicated, I guess. But like if you plug in like Heather Langenkamp or Jamie Lee Curtis, like they're good, but I mean you could always do another chick that
kind of gets that same kind of essence.
Yeah, if you cast the right person, you can kind of get that feel again.
Yeah.
But if you're going in, like you can't cast like another Ash, I guess.
Yeah, like another Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell playing Ash, yeah.
That's why I think because you were dissing me kind of when I was like, bro, I hope it's like I kind of was like very hesitant to watch it.
Like, I was like, fool, I thought you were gonna have all these like be really biased and be like not give it a chance just because it's the remake. Which I understand though now watching the original, like I agree I wouldn't want them to try to do another Ash.
That's what I was telling you, bro. Like I was like, dude, bro, I hope they don't just do a Bruce Campbell in it.
But that one had a little bit of comedy too, I guess, you know. Remember when he was like duct taping everything?
Yeah.
Brother, but
not as much as like the Evil Dead.
So I that's why I really liked it too, because it was like a straight horror movie. To me, it's one of my favorites, you know. Damn, I just wish I went to the freaking maze that year at Universal.
Yeah, no.
Fuck. That's 2013, I think.
Was it the remake kind of maze?
Yeah, it was a remake. It was the remake, for sure. Because it was just brand new and stuff, so everybody's like, Which is, sometimes they do old school ones, though. For the most part, they mix it up, you know?
Yeah.
But like how, they had, last year they did all the slashes and plus Exorcist. Which pretty much they were all old school, except for Insidious and like Walking Dead. Krampus.
Yeah, there's a couple new ones.
Yeah. But I remember the year before that, I want to say, or either like 14 or 15, they had 2014 or 15. I remember they did American Werewolf in London. And that was kind of out of nowhere, you know? Because it's not like they have anything recent.
Yeah, going on.
Yeah.
I would like to see like an old school Evil Dead maze.
That'd be kind of cool.
Straight Ash just being Ash.
Yeah. Because you could do a lot, I guess, with Evil Dead. Or, like, any of these movies. Like, even Re-Animator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But...
yeah, actually, Re-Animator would be kind of cool. Like, you walk in through, like, a morgue.
Your morgue, and then also to, like, the basement, which is kind of like his lab.
Yeah. And you could have, like,
and you could even go through, like, a school. You know how Universal Studios does it? Like, they go in...
like little sections.
Yeah, so you could even go through the school, which is gonna be like these professors and shit.
Yeah, you could have the Dr. Hill with his decapitated head.
Yeah, you could. You could have him like walking, like moving around.
Yeah.
You know how they do the dude who
that drops his head.
Yeah. You could do one of those. Yeah. You know? And then there's a lot you could do. They could throw some comedy in there, because I remember they had This Is the End, and I was like, it was like a funny maze. You know?
That was with Seth Rogen, right?
Yeah, with all them, Jonah Hill and McBride and Franco and
yeah.
They had a 3D maze the year before last, which was actually pretty cool. A lot of people were like, oh, that's stupid. Cause like, I mean, cause it was like funny. I guess people wanted to go and get scared or whatever. But it was pretty cool. I don't really like the 3D though. I don't know how I feel about that. You put on these glasses. It's kind of cool, but after.
Was it like TV screens or something?
No, it was the walls. It was just the walls the way that they had them painted. I don't know. It was weird. But were they like the weird 3D with the blue and yeah, it's like the colors kind of pop, you know.
No, like with the blue.
Oh, the color
blue
and red.
Blue lens and red lens.
I don't remember. Probably. I forgot though.
So that was old school. That was like when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I remember having those like some 3D books.
Yeah,
with the blue and red lens.
Usually now, like if you go to the theater, it's just those stock black.
Yeah.
Type of ones with the lenses are a little dark, kind of a little bit.
Yeah, it's like passive and I don't know.
I remember 3D came back and then now it kind of went away. Like as far as the movies go.
Yeah.
There was a time when like
everything was 3D.
Yeah, like a few years ago. I remember watching
we watched Guardians, right?
I think Guardians 3D. I remember watching like Clash of the Titans in 3D.
That one was straight garbage, right?
That was okay. I don't really remember it, so.
Oh yeah.
Tells you something.
Because the original one was legit for its time.
I haven't seen that one. And then what else was coming? I don't know. A lot of stuff was coming out 3D. Now I don't really see it that much. Oh, so new Guardians came out.
Yeah, I want to watch it. Everybody's saying it's like dope.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people, like I hear it saying like, oh, it's like one of the best Marvel movies out right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me see when I could probably watch that. I'll think of a time.
Would your Hannah want to watch that one or?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. So, but I don't know. Right now, she's mad at me.
Jill, what?
Yeah. Yeah, because you know how I got accepted to San Francisco State?
Yeah.
Just because I'm kind of I'm looking into it, and to her it's kind of like, whoa, like
straight ditching.
Yeah, like I don't like I'm choosing to leave her and all this shit. I'm like, damn, I just want to look. It's worth looking into, you know. I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where that's at right now.
Jill, what?
Yeah. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, to be honest, though. 'Cause there's a lot of things I gotta think about, and you know, that's like such a big move.
Yeah. Have you talked to like your family?
Yeah, I talked to my brother. I haven't talked to my sister about it yet, though. But I talked to my mom, my brother. They're supportive, though. You know.
All I'm gonna say is like I just think about maybe.
You gotta think about everything,
like
the
student loans and all that.
Loans.
Yeah.
Well, either way, I'm gonna take out loans because you know it's like the same price as Cal State San Bernardino, though. So it's but then
you have to
housing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot. That's the big thing is like housing.
Yeah, and then San Francisco's not straight cheap.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of stuff. The cheapest, like you know how right here like the regular rooms are like $450 or $500 to rent a room, like you know.
Yeah,
if you go around here, like Upland or Ontario or something.
Yeah.
But over there they're like $800 at least, you know.
Yeah,
and those are like little ass rooms.
Yeah, and you're living probably in the ghetto.
Yeah, probably. But I was just looking at the ones that are closer to the school. So, yeah, it sucks, dude, because I'm gonna have to pay for that. I'm not gonna be able to get like in on campus, and plus I think it's more expensive if you live on the campus than just renting somewhere, a room somewhere else. But yeah, there's just a whole lot of
like I'm just saying mostly like financial, just
yeah, and also to just get so far, it's like 7 hours away from where we're at.
Yeah.
For people who know, who don't know, you know, it's like so it's not like you could just be like, oh, I'm gonna go home.
Yeah,
you gotta literally move all your shit up there, and then. So, but the cool thing is that it would only be for like 2 years because I'm going as a transfer student, which isn't like you know, it's different than people straight out of high school that go for 4 years, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You wouldn't rack up like that much debt.
Yeah, it's not.
But I mean,
it's
still
bad. Yeah. So
yeah, you just gotta
stressing me out and shit.
Yeah, you just gotta worry about mostly the debt, bro.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be these kids, right, that get swamped with debt and then you can't pay it off.
Mm-hmm. No, I would want to pay the housing as I go, and then but like the loans and the books. I mean, for the tuition and the books is what I would like get loans for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd want to pay like monthly, like if I find a room for like $700, get a little job.
But the thing is, you also wanna like start paying off the loan, because you don't want it to get accumulate so much, and then all you're doing is paying interest.
Yeah. I don't know how that works too. That's another thing that I got to talk to them and see how it works. Can you pay as you go, or like you know how this, as soon as you finish then you start paying?
Yeah. That's might be like the worst thing you could do.
Is that like the?
Yeah, because what they do is,
like, you don't have to start paying till you after you graduate.
Yeah, but now you're paying interest on all that money, right? Mm-hmm. So instead of saying,
oh, okay, I get you. So if you're making payments on maybe the first year, say like 8,000.
Yeah, so you're only paying, I guess, interest on 8,000, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, but if you're paying interest for like 8,000, right, and you pay for like and then you pay into like the principal, not just interest, right? Mm-hmm. You're paying to actually lower down the cost of what you're paying, compared to, say, you don't pay at all, and then all of a sudden you have like $20,000 of straight loans. You're straight out of college, and now you're paying interest on like 20 grand. And I think like student loan, like the interest is like kind of high.
Yeah, that's what I have to look at. I'm gonna go up there though on the like pretty much the week after I graduate, because I can't go on the weekends because they're closed, like as far as the offices and all that stuff. So if I go to do like a campus tour and stuff, I need to go during the week. So I'm gonna go like probably leave here like on a Sunday morning, get out there by like Sunday like afternoon, and then just check out some housing around there, and go to the grocery store and see how much it is, like if I get like a week's worth of groceries, you know, because I want to see how much. I'm sure everything's more expensive, and then look at some housing, and then the next day on a Monday go in there and do a tour, and then also talk to like the financial aid and student loan department and stuff like that. And then I have a better understanding, but the thing is, like, I have to make the $100 like acceptance fee or whatever.
Yeah.
Before I even go up there, so I'm like, damn, you know, it'd be cool to go up there first, because I have 2 weeks from the day you get accepted, pretty much. And that's why I'm like, fuck. You know?
Yeah, I mean, one good thing over there, I guess, is you don't really have to use gas money.
Yeah, because there's a lot of public transportation and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean, you have to, like, I guess, pay for BART.
Yeah, I heard of that thing. But the places I was looking at, I was like, dude, I want to be close enough where I can take a bike over there or something, dude. Honestly, just chain it up. I wouldn't care. The thing is, like, I'd be so new to it, like, it's like a fresh start. Like, nobody knows me. I don't know anybody. Like, I wouldn't even care about just riding a bike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, yeah, no, I've been thinking about it. Because I just got for sure accepted on Friday. Before that, they had sent me an email saying, like, that if I wanted to consider them, I would, like, kind of send in my transcripts and stuff. And that's what we did over here on that day I came over here.
Yeah.
So that way I sent them my transcripts in PDF or whatever, and then they got back to me and they said, okay, actually accepted for my major, because some of them are impacted, so that means there's limited spacing, and sometimes you won't be able to get in, and you'd have to choose an alternate major, whatever, an alternative. So I got in with my major, and then I was kind of like, shit, like now it's kind of like,
yeah. So we're Fullerton, legit. Right? And
first I got denied from Fullerton, and that's the reason why my application got shot up there. I didn't even apply there, but because I got rejected, I only applied to Fullerton, San Bernardino.
Okay.
So I got rejected from Fullerton and accepted at San Bernardino, and then because I got rejected from Fullerton, they redirected my application. I guess, like, okay, you didn't get in here, but we'll send your application like elsewhere, because I got accepted to another school, Cal State Channel Islands, which is kind of like a newer school, maybe like 15 years old.
Where is it at?
It's like over there towards like Oxnard. It's like in Thousand
Oaks.
Kind of like towards that way, by the beach or whatever. And I was like, what the hell? I didn't even apply here. But then I was like, what? I was like, nah, what am I gonna go over there, all the way over there for?
Yeah, full traffic, straight walls.
Yeah, and I was like, if I'm gonna move, I'm not gonna move there. I was like, it's gotta be somewhere like where I would want to move to, like San Diego or San Francisco or something, right? So then I got an email from San Francisco State, and they kind of told me that they said that, yeah, we're, as a redirect applicant, there may be room for you, whatever. So then I just kind of emailed them the admissions and went back and forth, and then I got accepted. So, and I've always liked that school. I remember seeing it like on TV. I remember watching Laguna Beach. I remember the homie Steven went there, and I remember watching it on the show. I was like, dude, that should be cool. This is back when I was in high school, and I was like, man, that should be cool to go to like a new city, to a school like that too. But I just didn't even apply because I was like, I didn't even think I was gonna get in. And then the other thing was like, dude, I don't want to move. But then after I actually got in, it kind of made me like think, man, kind of want to do something different, something new, something I think I'm gonna learn a lot. Just being independent, just being on my own. Like I'm gonna have to start doing everything for myself, pretty much,
Yeah.
And then it's like, just I don't know, man. I've been weighing out the pros and cons and stuff. So if it was 1 year, I would go like
100%.
No problem. But since it's 2, the extra year is kind of like fuck, because that's another year of rent, another year being away, another year of like, you know what I mean? If it was 1 year, I'd be like, oh, frick, I'll be back in a year, and I'll be like, that's just dope. Like graduate from over there, and I go live over there for like a year. But because it's 2, it's kind of like ugh.
Do you know what like the job scene is over there?
Nah, not really, dude. But you know what I was thinking too? Because I just sent in my insurance and stuff for Uber Eats. I was like, I would just, at first, just like day 1, day 2, while I'm looking and stuff, I'm going to do that. Because it started in San Fran,
Yeah.
And it's a big city. I know they got over there. So I was like, that at least will give me some PB&Js or something,
Yeah.
And after that, I got to like kind of maybe, I mean, everybody wants a job on campus. And then, so I don't know if I would try to do something like that. But I would just look around, see whatever they got, something part-time. Just enough to kind of pay with the rent. And then my mom would probably help me with a little bit of the rent, I would think.
Because I think I read like a story of fools having trouble. Like a lot of like Silicon, like Silicon Valley people were saying that like their jobs weren't really paying enough to like survive. Not survive, I wouldn't say that, but they weren't making enough money for living in like San Francisco.
Yeah. No, I would have to live like somewhere like the cheap, dude.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just renting a room, cause
I mean, and they're making those are making bank.
Yeah, San Francisco is expensive. You go to like downtown, and if you want to get like a house or something, dude, it's expensive as fuck, But if I'm gonna go like a little bit south, and then just rent a room off somebody. That's what a lot of people do, cause when I looked it up, I just put in the school, like SFSU, and then people were like, oh, 10 minutes away from SFSU. It's like, it's all for like college kids or whatever.
Yeah, like a bunch of like roommates and all that.
Yeah. That's the other thing. I probably just want like 1 or something. Cause I was thinking that too. I was like, I think I'd rather have 1 than none. Cause
I think you're gonna have more than that.
No, I know. Cause I've seen some where fucking people are renting out the living room.
Yeah.
It's like fucking 2 bedroom plus the living room plus fucking whatever. Like 3, 4 people in a house, shit like that. But I'm just saying, ideally I would want like 1, maybe 2 or something. But
yeah, cause I think like if you're just like trying to rent by yourself, it's gonna be straight expensive.
Hell yeah. But the only thing I did find that was kind of cheap was like a studio. But then I don't know, I don't see the ad anymore, so I don't know what happened with that. But there was like a studio for like around that much, like around 8 or something like that. But then I don't know, it was weird, like you had to, I don't know, but that's that, dude. I've just been thinking about all that shit, and so I am gonna go up there to just check out the campus, because I'm like, what if I go up there, maybe it's not what I thought it was gonna be, and the parking is fucking, and then like the living is just unrealistic, like, you know, the groceries are just fucking laundry detergent, all that shit. Like, maybe I was like, dude, there's no way I'm gonna be able to afford this, and I'm not gonna sit there. I can't
straight accept it, and
and I can't be working full time like just to get by. Like, I have to be able to get by like on maybe like 30 hours or something, because I'm gonna go to school full time. So if it's unrealistic like that, then I'm not gonna go. You know, that's why I wanna, before I make any, like before I start registering for classes and all that shit, I wanna go up there though. Just to look around and all that. But, and even then, if I do like it, there's still a lot I gotta think about and all that, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I was talking to my brother. He's just kind of telling me a little. He's like, man, honestly, you can do what's convenient. Just play it safe. Just do the regular shit, like, you know, go to the same school he did right here.
Yeah. Or
you can, like, do something a little ballsy, like a little more daring. He's like, because, I mean, you only get one life, and at the end of the day, like, you're always gonna have that, like, later. You're like, hey, you know what? You know, I went and lived up there, and you learned a lot, and it's good school and everything, and it's only 2 years. Like, it'll kind of fly by, you know.
Yeah, I think just like see how much.
What would be the biggest factor for you, like, if you're in my situation, just like the cost of living? Because the cool thing is that it's not like I have kids or I'm married or anything like that.
Yeah, well,
but I am gonna leave, like,
the way I would think about, like, the way I would like approach it would be, at first, like, think like, okay, how much is it gonna cost to first live up there, with tuition and all that.
I think tuition is like around 7.
Like, and compared to you know San Bernardino, right?
San Bernardino's, but the cool thing is, like, fuck, dude, I'm gonna be living at home rent free. It's like 20 minutes away.
Yeah, so then
that's all that convenience, you know.
Well, yeah, but first I'd like just compare like what the tuition difference is, right?
It's pretty similar though.
Like super similar, or?
Yeah, I think they're around like 77. Cause I did do that.
Okay, so then I'll go, okay, how much money would I would actually save, you know, if I go to San Bernardino, and with that money, could I like invest it into something, right? Like, can I go like put it in like the stock market or something, and how much money could I get off of that?
Yeah.
You know, because you go to San Francisco, right? You're pretty much in the hole. And if you go to San Bernardino, it's rent free, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be just doing the same thing I'm doing right now. Just like,
well, I mean, but just but I'm saying is for you, instead of like like investing your money, right? So because you're gonna get a job anyways.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a job.
So so if you're in San Francisco, your job money is gonna go into rent, pretty much.
Just surviving.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to save anything or put anything.
Yeah. Well, if you go to San Bernardino, you can all the rent money pretty much can go into.
Yeah.
Like a.
Yeah, because for sure that's gonna be the difference. Is like, I'll do like a quick math. Say I'm paying like $800 a month for 2 years. That's like almost 20 grand. So it's gonna be like pretty much, and that's just rent. That's not including obviously like food and fucking everything, you know. So
yeah, and then so you're there for 2 years.
Yeah, but so I don't know.
24.
Probably like around there, plus the tuition, which is probably gonna be like 15. So I'm probably looking like around 35 or something like that. 35, 40 or something. You know.
Well, how much is it just for rent? Say 800.
Say 800, right?
Times 24
would be 19.2. But I would want to try to find something at 700. That would be 16.8. best case scenario, you know. I've seen some shitty place for like 600 though, and that's like
yeah. But I mean, just think about like.
But to me, it's not about the money. Like I'm. It's not. I mean, it is about the money as far as, what's it called? Because I'm gonna have to actually survive and pay monthly rent.
Yeah,
and all
no,
that
but
stuff.
I'm saying is.
But I'm not too worried about like afterwards if I'm gonna pay an extra.
Okay, no, but I'm saying
getting into debt.
2 years, right? You do that for. Mm-hmm. Say you're in here and you're gonna be San Bernardino for 2 years. Mm-hmm. You saved
20 grand or so, 25 or whatever, 25 grand. It's not a whole lot of money though.
I know, but you can, like, with that money you can do stuff as well, you know.
Yeah, but then
like you can travel to, like, I guess, out of the country.
Yeah. For
a couple months.
Yeah, but I could always do that. Like anything that.
But if you go to San, you wouldn't be able to.
No, I know. But I'm saying, like, after I graduate, I can, you know, do whatever I want to do, whatever.
So I mean, you just gotta look at like
you
stuff like that.
You gotta weigh it out, yeah,
because I mean, I understand like getting a new experience, right?
Yeah. And then just going to that school, man. Because also too, as a social major, like a lot of the pretty much the capital of that was like over there in the Bay. You know what I'm talking about? Like with Berkeley and all that shit, and a lot of the social rights movements and all that shit was up there. You know, it's kind of like the heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
Don't talk about Berkeley right now, right?
No. I'm saying like up in the Bay though. You know how like at that school is like historic. And San Francisco is like has a lot of history for all that stuff. So there's a lot of like. What I'm just trying to get at is a lot of like still a lot of clubs and a lot of events and shit up there. You know, that's kind of where it's all. It's like if for film you want to come to LA or something. You know what I mean?
Or New York.
Yeah. Shit like that. Kind of has like that strong, like it has more weight to it, I guess. And there's a lot of shit like there's all types of events for like film around here in LA and stuff like.
But I mean I don't know, like a social major, right? I don't like with film, right? You're pretty much going to LA or New York because you're getting the network, right? You're pretty much kind of not buying access, but
getting
to the access of
meeting
all the people around.
Yeah.
Because I mean, film and all that media is a straight, you know, small community. You're not gonna get that in Nebraska.
Yeah, which is crazy when some people make it like out of those, you know, like like a Robert Rodriguez from Texas, like he stayed in Texas and just came out of Austin. But
I mean, Austin is also different.
Pretty good,
right?
yeah. So it's not like a John Carpenter was from what's it called? Where was he from? Kansas or something, and then he moved out here. You know, Bowling Green, Kansas.
Yeah, it's like you're not going like that.
So then he
Alabama or something.
Yeah, something crazy like that.
But I don't know how sociology is. I don't know if it's really like that close knit kind of.
No, I just it's just like it helps, you know, but it's not as drastic as like film, you know, like
or like a law.
Yeah.
Like if law, like you come from Harvard law.
Yeah.
You're pretty much in because.
Yeah, exactly. Just off the net.
Yeah.
But I was just saying, like, 'cause I just know up there it's where it's always been, you know, has a really strong presence, you know, like in Oakland and even the Black Panthers and all that shit. Like, all that shit was always up there. All the protests and for like Vietnam and all that shit. But it's just always historically has been like a place where it has like a strong presence or whatever. So that's another cool thing about it. It's just more of like a plus than anything. Like,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, just look at the financial aspects and just what you want to do, I guess.
Yeah. And then
because you don't want to be.
The cool thing is though that at least worst case I'll just come back down here. You know, say I go for like a year and I'm like hell nah, I'll just fucking come back down and transfer over or something. You know.
Yeah.
Because they're both in the CSU system. You know, that's why I got redirected up there. Because they're in the CSU, you know, system. I think there's like 23 schools in the CSU system. So worst case, I'd be like, fuck, dude, I can't afford it. I'm over here fucking eating fucking cup noodles and shit every day, and fucking getting behind on the rent. And I'm like, fuck, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'd come back down, I guess. I'm like, hey, you know, I lived up there for a year and got that experience under my belt or whatever. But I don't know, man. It's kind of tough, right? Like,
yeah.
You know, you kind of want to do something daring. You kind of want to do something new, get the experience. But then you also have to leave your friends and family and then spend more money and then be all on your own. Being on your own is cool because you're learning a lot, but then you're also going to struggle, you know?
Yeah, my thing is just like getting straddled with like debt.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's the debt is going to kind of be the same as far as tuition goes because that's why I don't want to rack up like housing on like student loans, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying because, right, working, it's gonna all go to.
Yeah, just to like live paycheck to paycheck, pretty much. But even then, if I live down here, I'm still gonna probably do the same shit. I'm gonna be out drinking and shit, blowing all my money. I'm gonna be out blowing my money anyway.
You gotta straight.
I know.
Especially because like student loans, you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Straight, they're for life.
Yeah, dude. And you have to pay those shits.
Yeah, and you don't want to just be.
That's why at least it's a public school where it's not like a private university where you're gonna get taxed, you know.
Yeah.
I think like Laverne charges like $35 a year, dude. Just tuition.
Yeah.
It's like $35. I mean, it's a good school and everything, for sure. But talk about going there all 4 years and getting in some debt. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's just the most. I think the main thing you got to worry about is just thinking about that.
Yeah, for sure. Because I don't want to have shit like, nobody wants shitload of debt.
Yeah, well, and then like all the money you're working for is just gonna go. It's gonna just pay for student loans, right? Say you get right. Say you finish.
Graduate in 2 years and then.
No, I'm saying like even like San Bernardino, right? If you straight graduate from San Bernardino, all the money that you were using for work, you're just straight blowing it every weekend.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
Now you're gonna be straight 40 years old, just paying interest on the straight student loans.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not too bad, Student loans isn't too bad. It's like 75. That's kind of how San Bernardino is. It's like $7,000 a year or something like that.
Yeah, but it's like what, 8%?
I don't know what the interest rate. That's another thing that I might have to ask up there.
Like 8. It's probably like 8.5.
Yeah, so when I go up there, I'm gonna be like, if they're gonna bend you over with like these loans and stuff, then that's another
getting
thing.
bent over,
yeah,
bro.
But there's levels, you know what I mean? If it's like some ridiculous amount, then it's gonna. But nah, dude, it's just kind of been stressing me out, like. So we'll see what happens. Then I gotta see what I'm gonna do with my relationship and all that.
Straight
That sucks, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I feel like I'm gonna go up there and it's gonna be cool, but then there's gonna also be those days where you get like feel all lonely, sad, and like, damn, I don't even know anybody over here. That's what I'm saying. Let's say you moved up there, let's say would you rather live with somebody or by yourself? 'Cause they both have their benefits too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, obviously living by yourself is gonna be more, but let's just pretend it's not that much more.
Like if you could do it anyway.
Yeah, let's say it's an extra $100 to live by yourself or something. Because also too.
Honestly, I'd probably do by myself.
Yeah, if like money wasn't really too much of a factor into it.
Just because
living with some people, because that could suck too if you have like
if you don't know, because you're not gonna know the person, right? What happens if he's straight
a douchebag? Oh, that's the worst, dude.
And you're just stuck. You're stuck there,
Yeah, that's
you don't get
worst.
along.
Exactly.
Or like he steals and all that, and you're like.
Or they're over there like, one thing I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna really like is if like there's like if they smoke and shit.
Oh
and
yeah.
If like the crib is always smelling like weed or something like that, like, cause up there, fools be over there smoking weed and shit. But a lot of places that I've seen though, it does say like no smoking, no pets and shit.
Yeah, but you
I
think
know.
fools really pay attention?
Yeah, I need like I would want to just have like a cool, chill like Asian dude or something, because there's a shitload of Asians up there. So I'd be like one of those guys that just chill, you know, just doing homework like another student, you know.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like you're straight rolling a dice kind of.
Yeah, because they could be cool, but then they could be a douche, and then that changes everything. They have their friends over and they're drinking and shit. Like like me, I like to drink, but I wouldn't want to have a roommate that's like always drinking and partying and throwing kickbacks and beer pong and shit. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to study, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that could go either way. But if let's say they are cool and then you guys get along and become cool friends, and at least it's somebody that you could talk to and hang out with, because I feel like you can drive yourself a little crazy sometimes, like just staring at walls, you know. At least there's some interaction, because I feel like that'd be lonely as fuck too if you go up there and just by yourself, you know, and like say you get a little studio or something, you're gonna be like, fuck, I don't.
Yeah. I just wouldn't want to take that risk of that's like why somebody I just don't like.
That's why I would have to check out like at least maybe, I don't know, 6-7 different places and see who's. But
I'm feeling like, you know, fools put on that little show just to get that roommate, so like they're not paying that much, and then, you know, after a while
I start getting comfortable doing whatever they want and all that shit. Yeah, man, there's a lot to think about. That's why I've even been thinking about this since before I even got accepted. That's when I started doing a lot of like just going on YouTube and looking at the campus there, or seeing people vlog, or seeing people just on the school website. It's just a lot. Like, I've been looking at it, I've been kind of thinking about it, and then I actually came. So now I really have to like hurry up and see what's up. But I don't know, man. I guess it's. I was gonna say it's a good problem to have, because, you know, you're like, oh well, at least I got into some schools, you know. But it's already taken a strain. Like, even if I don't go, my girl's already gonna think that she's not as important as she used to think she was, you know. Now she's like, well, you were gonna leave me. That's, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't even went, and it's already taken it's already straining my relationship, you know. Yeah. The fact that I'm considering it makes her feel like she wasn't even important. And I'm like, dude, you act like it's gonna be easy for me to just be like, peace out, you know, like fuck, like it'll suck for me too, like leaving everybody. It's not like it's gonna be like, oh, peace out, like go out and party and shit. Like, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I think.
I understand where she's coming from, but.
Yeah, but I mean, like sometimes you like kind of have to, right? I mean, obviously I don't know your major, so like if you're trying to be like if you get accepted at MIT, you go to MIT.
Yeah, you don't care. There's no like, sorry, you know, my girlfriend's here, or like I have my friends here, or no, you go.
Yeah, because
like if you're acting and you get into like Juilliard, you go over there, you know. No, that's why I'm saying it's more of like just like a added bonus plus type thing. It's not like
you have to go pretty much.
Yeah, it's not like I have to go, but it's just like, oh, it's cool that it's up there. And
yeah, like I wonder like how she would act like if it was like is she in school?
Yeah, she goes to same place where I go right now. So yeah, so
like, I mean, what is she trying to?
She's going to do like a radiology technician program that she's trying to get into, which is a really good one at Chafee, but it's really hard to get into, so she has to, like, you know.
Okay. Well, I was thinking like
if she could just mob up there with me?
No, like if it was like, if she was like in a major that, where if she got accepted to a certain school.
Oh, yeah. No, she's going to do it there because it's actually really good.
Because then I'll be like, would she understand in that case?
She's just... And then her thing is kind of like, well, you could just go to school here. I'm like, yeah, I can, but like,
yeah, that's what I was trying to go with it. I was trying to get that angle of,
yeah, because she even told me, she's like, what, like, you didn't even apply there. She's like, and I was like, well, I just didn't even think I would get in if I did, you know. And I was like, I'm not gonna spend each school you apply to is $55. Like, why am I gonna apply to like a bunch of schools if, you know, and just waste money? I was like, they found me pretty much. It's almost like destiny.
Yeah.
But
I kind of wish that she was in like a major
like a similar situation where she could relate a little bit, you know? Is that what you mean?
No, like if she was like in a major where like if she was in like law, right? She trying to do law and like she got accepted to Harvard or something.
Well, yeah, that's
and then she's like, you know what? I kind of like now I understand like.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, your major is not really like that though, right? So.
Well, it's you could say it kind of is, but not to like it's like at a low level.
What would be like the
equivalent? I don't know.
What would be like the school like everybody?
I don't know. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know, cause it's like a major that's everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
But so it's not like, cause those are more for like like actual programs like law or like film school like or like Juilliard like that, you know, for like acting and sing or music, you know, like the arts and stuff. But
like MIT
for like all the tech shit and like when you have a real specific like kind of program like that, I feel like, you know. But if it's like like say you're a psych major, you could kind of go
anywhere.
But yeah, so
because right, like if Joe got like accepted like Harvard Law, dude's gonna be
but then the thing is that he has a kid, so you can't just like, you know, you got to think about that. But I mean,
I'm saying like when he first started law,
right? Yeah, you would get up and go.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you better.
It's like, dude, that's where you go.
It's like the Mecca, pretty much, yeah.
Like or like you get accepted to that, you go.
Yeah, same thing goes with sports, you know. Like if you're
like a football player, you go to Alabama.
Yeah, you go to Alabama or like Florida State or, you know, Ohio or, you know.
Yeah, you go to
USC or something. You know, you go to these schools. But so that's one thing I was thinking about. Is like, what if later I'm like 40 something, and I have kids and I'm married? I'm like, damn it, dude, it was 2 years. I should have just went. Like that would have been cool. Like, would have learned a lot. Should have just went to San Fran, live up there. And you know, when I was 25, you know, and I before all these kids, now I like 2 years. The older you get, too, you know how time is like gonna be less. You know, you feel it. And like 2 years, dude, that's cakewalk or whatever. But for me right now, it's like it's right at that. It's just the perfect amount of time where you're on the fence. Like 3 years would be no, 1 year would be like yes. So you hit 2 and you're kind of like right in the middle. It's like, damn, if it was anything less, it would have been like an easy yes. Anything more would be like a no.
Do you want to have you ever thought about like actually traveling to like a different country?
Yeah, eventually, like when I'm older, I think I don't know. Yeah, I mean, eventually. It's not really like something that right now I'm like, oh, dude, I want to do it. But I think it's always cool to travel and stuff like that. But like, you kind of have your whole life to do that type of shit. And plus, I would want to do that more with like my kids or stuff like family and stuff.
I think that is harder.
That is different too. I mean, that's cool because your kids and you experience that as a family. But then when you go by yourself, like you can do whatever you want when you're there.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as in go and like say live in some foreign country for a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. But that's like, not really on my radar.
Like, where did your sister went to like Barcelona, right?
Mhm.
Like straight going there, living there for like a couple months.
She went to. Yeah, she was like when she did that first she just did like a Europe trip, which was not without Spain. It was when she went with her boyfriend. They went to I think either UK, like France.
They stayed there for like what?
It was like a total of, I want to say like a week and
that they were still in each place.
Oh, each place? Maybe just like a couple days or something.
Yeah, but I'm saying like as in like you go,
like live
and you live somewhere for like a month or something.
Oh, something like that. No, she didn't do that. Well, I mean, they went to Brazil and they were there for like a few weeks, and they're staying at one of one of my sister's friends' family's house, so they're actually like at a house.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty cool, probably. But usually the other places they kind of have like an itinerary, like you go and visit all these historical figures, places and shit like that. But like when I was talking to Mike, the homie Mike, him and Anthony, the other dude who used to go to jiu-jitsu a long time ago, the black homie, they went to like Netherlands and I forget where else, but like they just walk around, go wherever they want, like in Amsterdam, do whatever they want. Like they kind of literally like just they went out there and just like without a plan or like without like a itinerary or anything.
Yeah, just kind of like lived there.
Pretty much. And they're like, well, we're gonna go here, we're gonna go there, and they just kind of almost got lost on purpose in a way. You know what I mean? To see where the road kind of takes you. And I think that's kind of a cool way to travel too. You just kind of go out there and just to talk to the locals and then just figure it out.
Yeah.
That's another cool thing. So I mean, I don't know. Each has its own kind of cool things, but I think it's also cool to travel like as a family, I guess.
Yeah, but that's straight expensive, bro.
That's expensive, hell yeah. I'm just saying, like, let's say I'm in my 50s, I'm doing good. Then I'll take my family and go out there if I'm doing good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Just a lot to talk about. I mean, a lot to think about.
Yeah. So
we'll see.
So Guardians of the Galaxy, when we gonna?
I'm thinking Friday or something. Cause.
Oh, so
huh?
That's when you hang out with your Hyena?
No, I was thinking about Friday right after class again, something like that. Oh wait, but no, yeah, this Friday, cause Alien comes out next week, right? Yeah, no, I was thinking, because tomorrow I have to do a lot of homework because I have to do this presentation for my like morning.
When's the Halloween thing?
That's on the 19th, on a Friday, the day I think that Alien comes out.
Okay.
That's also the weekend that I wanted to go to San Fran though, but I don't know if I don't think I would go on Friday though, because there's no point.
It's closed on.
Yeah.
The weekend.
Yeah, right? It's not like I'm gonna get there on Friday like at 1, but by the time I get up there, it's gonna like I have to still it's just not gonna be. It's kind of pointless. So I would want to go like Saturday, Sunday, maybe the soonest Saturday, and then come back Monday night. But yes, I don't know. And I was telling like Victor and Eddie and like a couple homies, so we could just go up there like a little homie trip.
Yeah.
So they could roll with me or whatever. So it's kind of just turn it into something at least, because they're like, oh, we'll just go over there and just hang out or whatever. So, but yeah, so Halloween's on Friday, the 19th. So I still want to go to that. Now I gotta figure out what's gonna happen. Like, my girl hates me and thinks I'm gonna leave, and like, cause now I have to talk about now it's like scare LA. Now I could actually, cause now it's like, do I just take up on that pass if it's still there? I don't know. I feel like things are just gonna get bad from right now on. The more up until I actually decide, all this time is just gonna be bad.
Have you like talked to her? Or?
A little bit, like yesterday. Just like when we first actually started talking about it, it's already,
Like, have you talked to her after? Like, have you talked to her today at all?
Yeah, I talked to her a little bit today, but it was just more of like the same thing. More of like the, you're gonna leave me type thing. I'm like, chill, I haven't even left. Like, I don't know. Who knows? What if I go up there and I'm like, you know what? No. Like, it'd be cool if I came from like super rich parents that hooked you up. Like, then cool. Ride. But what if I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to do it, and maybe it's not what I thought it was, and all this stuff. Maybe I hate it up there, and everything's just, who knows? Then I'll just be like, nah, I don't want to go up there because it's gonna be too much of a struggle. I don't know yet. So, and even if I do go up there and it's all good, that still doesn't mean I'm gonna go, But for her, she's already pissed.
All right, so So then what are you gonna do? How are you gonna buy the tickets, Phil?
For
the Halloween thing.
I don't know. We'll see. If things get better, then we'll both go. If she still wants to go, if she doesn't hate me and shit.
Well, I mean, I guess talk to her full so I can buy the tickets, because I think I don't know if they I don't know if they sell out.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
They said, like, I mean, you can buy them at the door unless sold out, right? I don't know if this is gonna be anything like a big thing.
Yeah, because that was last year or whatever, but that's because it was like October, I think, and when they showed Nightmare on Elm Street and that sold out, I think it's because it was like, you know, it was in October, it was right before actual Halloween, and it was like a big thing.
Full, but let's not like take the chance, bro, and lag it.
Yeah.
So talk to her or whatever, just find out.
Yeah.
So I can straight buy the tickets.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll probably watch Guardians on this upcoming Friday if you're down. Maybe, yeah, because Friday's my final. It's my last class for one of my classes, for my Friday class. So that's why I can't go Thursday, because I have to study for this final. And Wednesday, maybe like Wednesday night, but there's a chance we could probably go. We could go like Tervis or something.
If I want to watch it in straight nice IMAX, bruh.
You know what I mean. But Wednesday maybe. Just see.
Yeah, bro, I'm trying to watch it on Bunk Terra Vista.
Not for this one, huh?
Nah, bro, I'm trying to enjoy this one.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, but yeah. Wrap it up or what?
Yeah, so we'll give, I guess, talk about, do you want to watch, no, because we're going to watch Guardians, right?
Yeah.
So just talk.
We'll just cover that one for Sunday.
Well, are we going to record on Thursday?
Oh, yeah, probably. Oh, no, I can't on Thursday. Yeah.
So.
Maybe. Yeah.
So then we'll just cover next Sunday on Guardians.
Yeah, this upcoming Sunday, yeah. Unless, I mean, there's be a slight chance that, like, over the weekend. But, I mean, like, Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say we watch it and come back.
And, like, fresh take.
Let's say my girl's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I'll just go over here and do it on Friday. I got nothing to do now.
Yeah. All right, so we'll figure that out, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so this was another episode of the HellFire Club podcast.
And we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Sunday.